How should I break my fast? What's the first meal I should have? What should it compose of so that I don't experience that sudden energy crash and feel like sleeping? Also, what's the last meal I should have? Something that will make it easier to go through the upcoming hours of fasting. And what should I eat in between the first and the last meals? Can I eat anything I want? Should I eat 2 meals or 3 or 4? If you're new to the world of fasting, you've most probably been asking these questions. And if you have, well, then you've come to the right place. Because today, I'll explain exactly what and how you should eat to maximize the gains of IF and minimize the pain. I'm Shashank, and you're watching The Whole Truth Academy. Before I begin, you should know that this is the third video in the IF series that we are doing. Do check out the first 2 in the description below. Also, I'm the founder at The Whole Truth Foods, India's first and only 100% clean label food brand. We are a young startup and we are on a mission to clean up the Indian food industry. And we spend most of our meager marketing budgets on making these videos and keeping them free. One way you can support us, apart from trying our products, is to subscribe to our channel and share it with friends. So we don't need to spend the money that we as it is don't have on YouTube ads to ensure these videos reach people. Okay, I'm done with the usual like, subscribe, share thing, so let's get started. In the first 2 videos of this series, we discussed what IF is, how it works, and its various types. The great thing about IF is that unlike most other diet trends, it does not restrict what you can and cannot eat. It only dictates when you can eat and when you don't. So yes, theoretically, you can eat anything you want during IF. But if you want to derive the full benefits of it, you'd want to eat smart. And yes, there is a ton of science to what smart means in this case. Let's dive in. How to break your fast. After being on an empty stomach for 16 odd hours, your stomach is raging and you feel like you can eat 2 meals at once. But once you do that, you feel super bloated and tired and sleepy. This feeling makes you not like IF too much and hence you give up on it. If that sounds like you, you are not alone. How you exit your fasting state and start eating has massive implications on both how you feel about IF and what benefits you derive from it. And most of us do it wrong. So here are my 4 rules for breaking your fast. Rule number 1, break your fast with protein. Did you know that there is a lag between your tummy being full and that signal reaching your brain? That's actually the fundamental reason why we end up overeating at times. Our brain hasn't gotten the signal yet that we are full. The decision to eat more is still being led by the tongue, and the tongue clearly wants more of that pizza. This problem gets multiplied manyfold when you're breaking a long fast. You're super hungry and you want to devour anything in front of you, and you'll do it at such speed that by the time that signal reaches your brain, it'll be too late. Thankfully though, there is a hack: protein. Unlike carbs, protein has complex, tough cell structures that take a lot of work to digest. So the tummy gets fully engaged and the brain gets the signal that, hey, stuff is going on down there. Hence, satiety signals, that is, the feeling of being full, hit sooner and stay longer. So break your fast with protein. A source like eggs, tofu, chicken, edamame, fish, a protein shake or soy. It'll make you feel satiated and you won't go rummaging through your pantry or fridge trying to eat everything in sight. Rule number 2, do not break your fast with simple carbs or high GI foods. When you break a fast, your body is extra sensitive to carbs. Since you have not eaten anything in a while, your body's insulin and your blood sugar levels are at their intraday lowest. And hence, insulin sensitivity is the highest. And the very definition of high glycemic index foods is that they spike insulin fast. You can imagine what that does to a fasted body. So, best avoid sugars or processed carbs while breaking your fast, since they will lead to a massive increase in your insulin and your blood sugar. Also, Sugar will make fasting for the next day even harder because your hunger hormones like ghrelin will be raised. This is because high sugar foods increase your appetite but do not satiate you. So the more the sugar your body has, the more sugar it craves and you continue to feel hungry. If you really feel you need instant energy or are craving something sweet, reach out for fructose. Have a fruit like half an orange or an apple. That should help settle the cravings. Rule number 3, eat some vegetables but eat them cooked. This one's a little tricky. Vegetables are great and you must eat some veggies as you break your fast. But there is a way to do it. Consuming lots of vegetables in the raw state right after fasting could lead to gas, indigestion and bloating. This is because raw vegetables contain high levels of fiber and devoid of the heat from cooking, they could irritate your stomach. But consuming vegetables in the form of some soup or a small bowl of steamed veggies is a great idea. The fiber now is partly broken down and far easier to process. And the fiber is great for your gut bacteria, which too has been starving for a while. It'll kickstart the digestive process in right earnest. Rule number 4, avoid inflammatory foods. This one's obvious. You don't want to inflame an empty stomach. So, foods high on masalas, dairy foods, especially if you're even mildly lactose intolerant, and deep fried foods should be avoided while breaking a fast. In fact, depending on your lactose tolerance, you might also want to stay away from whey protein if it bloats you, and instead use a plant-based protein to break your fast. Start with milder foods. The time for the good stuff will come soon. Next, let's discuss how to structure your meals in the eating window. Like we talked about, it's best to break your fast with a small meal of protein and cooked veggies. This meal should be about 20 to 25% of your day's calorie quota. So let's say you're on a 1800 calorie diet, this meal is about 400 calories. After this, wait for an hour. Let the digestive system turn on and get lubricated with the right enzymes. And once done, go in for your big meal. About 40 to 50% of your day's quota, that's about 800 to 900 calories, come from here. And make this the most carb-heavy meal of the day. We are talking 50 to 60% calories coming from carbs. And the rest equally split between fat and protein. Of course, try to keep the carbs as complex as possible. So, fill up on quinoa, dal, brown rice and other whole food sources. Now, you are 2 meals and about 1200 calories down. And what you're left with is the last meal of your day, which brings me to the last part of the video. What to eat before you begin fasting again. If you're doing a 16-8 fast and your last meal is dinner, it's that meal that will decide how energetic you wake up in the morning and how easy the upcoming 16-hour fasting window will feel. Now, you have about 500 to 600 odd calories remaining in your quota and you want to spend them on a meal which has high protein, medium fats and medium carbs. Why? Well, this combination of proteins, fats and fiber will keep you satiated for a long period of time and ensure that you don't feel tired or lethargic the next day. The fat component of your diet ensures that you get less volume of food with more caloric density. So the fats keep you full for longer while also satisfying your mitochondrial functions, since your muscle mitochondria uses fat along with carbs to generate energy. Next, the carbs you consume should be a good source of fiber. Why? Well, your body will work tirelessly and spend tons of energy trying to break down the fiber, but as we know, fiber cannot be broken down in the body. Hence, not only does fiber make you feel full quicker by swelling up in your stomach, ingesting fiber is also a great way for your body to burn calories on digestion, which means quicker glycogen depletion and hence a faster switch to ketosis or using stored fat for energy. And lastly, before starting your fast, ensure you consume some salt. This is because in the fasted state, when blood sugar variations are low, the kidney releases sodium out of the body through urine. You do not want that, so compensate for this loss by starting the fast with higher salt in the system. Ideally use pink salt. since it'll also add some minerals like magnesium that will help keep cravings in check later. That's it. That's all the science behind how to begin a fast, how to break it, and what to do in between. Simple things, but if done consistently, they will significantly improve your experience of fasting and increase the probability of results showing up. If some of the concepts in this video like ketosis or 16-8 didn't sound familiar, do check out our previous videos to refresh your memory. And now that we've discussed eating today, in the next video of this mini series on IF, we will discuss not eating. Does black coffee break your fast? Does lemon water break your fast? And what about coconut water and apple cider vinegar? What can you consume while fasting and what can you not? We will go through the full laundry list in the next video. You do not want to miss that one. So hit subscribe and ciao for now.